Dear friends, welcome to Learning About. In this video, I've come up with a great news. So the Staff Selection Commission, they've announced the CGL 2023 examination. Okay, the notification has just come and the registration has already started. So in this video, I'll be sharing the important dates, the pay structure, and what are the posts and the total number of vacancies, and also the selection process and how to apply, the fee involved, etc. Right. So first, the important dates. Now the registration is started yesterday, 3rd of April, and it goes on up to 3rd of May 2023. Okay, and so they give like 2 days to make any corrections if you want to make any corrections. Okay, so that is, at that time you cannot make any new application, but those who have already applied, if you want to make any corrections, if there is any error in the application and you want to make the corrections, then you can do that on 7th and 8th of May 2023. Okay, and so July 2023 is the tentative schedule of Tier 1 examination, so which will be like computer based examination, like and Tier 2 will be notified later. Okay, and the very important part, there are 7,500, okay, 7,500 vacancies that has been announced. Okay, that's an approximate number, could even be more. Okay, so 7,500 vacancies are there. That's a very important part. And so as far as the pay scale is concerned, the highest is pay level 8, wherein the basic is like 47,600. so if you see the take home, depending upon the city and like other allowances, it will even touch close to 75,000. Okay, and pay level 7, it will be little less than that. Okay, maybe a little above 70,000 will be the take home as far as pay level 7 is concerned. And pay level 6, if you see, it will be around 60,000, and pay level 5, it will be around 50,000, or like somewhere between 45 to 50, and pay level 4, it will be around 40,000 plus. So that's the different pay level. Okay, and as far as the age limit is concerned, for some of the posts, it is upper age limit is 27, for some it is 30, and some it is 32. Okay, and of course there is relaxation in the upper age limit depending upon the category to which you belong and all that, right? So now as far as the posts are concerned, so you have assistant audit officer, assistant account officer, you have assistant section officer in the intelligence bureau, in the central secretariat service, in Ministry of Railway, in Ministry of External Affairs, etc. Right, and you also have inspector of income tax, inspector central exercise, and inspector preventive officer, inspector examination examiner, etc. And you also have the assistant enforcement officer, sub inspector in CBI, inspector post in Department of Post, Minister of Communication, and then you also have post like inspector in Central Bureau of Narcotics. Okay, so the first two posts, and all these, come in group B, right? And you also have assistant section officer, okay, executive assistant, research assistant, divisional account, sub inspector in NIA, sub inspector, junior intelligence officer in the Narcotics Control Bureau. Okay, and you also have the junior statistical officer. All this comes under group B. Then you have like group C post, like auditor in offices under C and AG, CGDA, and all that. Okay, so you have accountant, you have postal assistant, sorting assistant, all these like group C posts. You have senior administrative assistant, tax assistants, and sub inspector in NCB, Ministry of Finance, etc. is what these are the posts that are involved. Okay, so as I said, as far as vacancies are concerned, there are 7,500 vacancies, and right, and the detailed vacancies will be provided later. Okay, now coming to the eligibility criteria, of course should be a citizen of India, and age limit I have I've already mentioned, and depending upon the category to which you belong. For example, for the candidates belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe, like there is an age relaxation in the upper age limit up to like 5 years. For OBC it is up to 3 years, etc., right? And for persons with benchmark disabilities 10 years and so on. Okay, so depending upon the category to which you belong, there is a relaxation in the upper age limit. Okay, and now I'll show you the educational qualification. So for certain posts, like there is a specific degree that is required. Otherwise, for most of these posts, any graduate is eligible. Okay, so what are the special particular post for which there is a special degree that is required? So for example, for the assistant audit officer, assistant account officer, there is an essential qualification which is like any bachelor's degree. Then they have a desirable qualifications like a CA or cost and management accountant or company secretary or MCOM or MBA finance, okay, or masters in business economics is what they have mentioned. And during the period of probation, direct recruit shall have to qualify the subordinate audit account service examination is what they have mentioned. And as you know, for junior statistical officer, you should have a bachelor's degree with at least 60% marks in mathematics at 12th standard level, or a bachelor's degree in any subject with statistics as one of the subjects is what they have mentioned. And statistical investigator grade 2, now that also requires bachelor's degree in any subjects, that also requires like statistics as one of the subjects, etc., right? And for research assistant in National Human Rights Commission, any bachelor's degree, along with that a minimum 1 year research experience in recognized university or recognized research institution, degree in law or human rights from a recognized institution is what they have mentioned. For all other posts, okay, so any bachelor's degree eligible. So generally for CGL, like any graduate is eligible. Okay, so that's the important part, any graduate is eligible, right? Now how to apply the application form, sample application form, I'll show it to you towards the end. Okay, now as far as fee is concerned, usually there is a 100 rupee fee that you have to pay, and women candidates and candidates belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribe and persons with benchmark disability, etc., there is no fee. Okay, so these candidates are exempted. There is no fee, and fee can be the fee payment can be done online as well. The form I'll show it to you towards the end. Okay, and also go through the different exam centers that are available according to the region where you want to appear. Okay, so you can choose, so that you can carefully choose the region and the center in the final form. Okay, now coming to the very important part, scheme of examination. So there are two parts. Okay, you have a tier 1 examination and tier 2, and those who qualify in the tier 1 only, they will be called for tier 2. And so as far as the final merit list is concerned, that will be based on tier 2. So please remember, final merit list will be for the ranking and posting and all, it will be based on tier 2, and tier 1 serves as the criteria, that serves as the filter or the selection for tier 2. Okay, now tier 1, if you see, it is the duration of the test is like 1 hour. It will be a computer based examination, right? There are 4 sections: general intelligence and reasoning, general awareness, quantitative aptitude, and English comprehension. And there are 100 questions, 25 questions in each section, and each question carries 2 marks, right? And so total marks is like 200. But please remember, there is a negative mark. Okay, there is a negative mark. The negative mark is like 1/4, that is 0.05 negative marks. And the examination will be conducted, the questions will be asked only in English and Hindi. Okay, and English comprehension of course will be in English only, but otherwise if you see the other areas, you will have questions only in English and Hindi. Okay, so 100 marks. And so as far as the preparation is concerned, according to me, general intelligence, quantitative aptitude, English comprehension is very easy to crack. Now in our channel Learning About, for SSC CGL, we have videos related to general intelligence and reasoning, general awareness and quantitative aptitude, you can prepare using that. And for reasoning, aptitude, English, etc., if you solve 1 or 2 papers, if you look at 1 or 2 videos, that's more than sufficient to crack the exam. Only for general awareness you need some an extra effort to prepare and all that, but even there are some repeated topics. Okay, so repeated topics that you have to prepare. So all the preparatory materials, the link to that are provided in the description below. You can make use of it. Okay, so those who qualify in the tier 1 will be called for tier 2. Now tier 2, if you see, okay, so you have paper 1 and paper 2, right? I'm sorry, you have paper 1 which has got session 1 and session 2, and for certain posts there is paper 2 and paper 3, depending upon the post to which you have applied. There is paper 2 and paper 3. Now as far as in paper 1, which is 2 sessions, so in session 1, which is 2 hours and 15 minutes, in session 1 you have mathematical abilities and reasoning and general intelligence, right? And you have in the section 2 you have the same session 1, you have English language and general awareness. Okay, so and in section 3 you have the computer knowledge module, right? So this is all session 1. And in session 2 there is a data entry speed test module, one data entry task. Okay, so that is also there, that is for 15 minutes. Okay, so as far as syllabus is concerned, I have provided you can check for detailed syllabus. You can check our Telegram channel. Though the syllabus looks lengthy and all, there is a repeated pattern that is there is a repeated pattern. So if you solve even a couple of papers, whether it is aptitude or reading comprehension, the English comprehension or the general intelligence part, it will be very easy for you to crack the examination. Okay, so syllabus you can look at the Telegram channel, you can download from there. Right now the next part is the selection procedure. Okay, so how the selection is done, though the overview I've already mentioned. To the mode of selection, see, except for the data entry, okay, in all other sections you have to, if you belong to the unreserved category, you have to get a minimum of 30%, and if you belong to OBC EWS, you should get a minimum of 25%. All other categories like 20% you should get. Right now in DEST, okay, the maximum percentage of errors allowed for unreserved, it is like maximum 20% error allowed. For OBC EWS 25% error allowed. For all other categories maximum of 30% error allowed. Okay, now please remember, only those who perform well, those who come in the top, okay, so whatever is the number of the selections that the SSC wants to make, only who come in the top in the tier 1 will be called for tier 2. Okay, so only those who come in the top will be called for tier 2, and the final merit list will be only based on the tier 2. The merit list will be prepared only based on the tier 2 performance. Please remember that. Okay, now how to apply? So first you have to do a basic registration. Okay, so you have to mention if you have an Aadhaar. If you have an Aadhaar, then you have to provide the Aadhaar details, and then you have to verify that, and you have to give additional ID like driving license or PAN card, etc. You have to give voter ID, etc. And then you have to mention your name, right? So you cannot make many corrections here. So you have to fill these things very carefully. So give your name, your father's name, your mother's name. You have to give your date of birth, your 10th details, which board you studied, your roll number, etc. And then year of passing, your gender, your mobile number. You have to verify your mobile number, email ID, and then you have to verify your email ID, and then you have to give your address, etc. Right, your contact details, and then if you have any disability or other details, address, as I said, you have to fill in. Then you have to submit this part. Okay, and then you have to specifically apply for this particular examination, that is the CGL examination. Okay, now whatever basic details that you have already filled in, then that will appear here. By default it will appear here. Okay, so only the other details like the preference of center of examination you can choose up to 3 centers, right? The other details like your graduation, and then which whether you are applying for the post of statistical officer, etc. Those details you have to appear. I mean that you have to show. You have to enter, and then you have to also enter your highest educational qualification, details of your higher qualifying educational qualification, etc. All that you have to enter, right? Uh, and then very importantly, you have to upload your latest, like passport size photograph that has been taken in the last 3 months. Okay. And you have to also upload your signature. Okay, so with this the form you can upload. And please remember, whether you go for the tier 1 examination or tier 2 examination or document verification, you have to carry your photograph, passport size photograph, physical copy. You have to carry your admit card. You have to and you also additionally you have to carry a photo identity card. Okay, so that is mandatory. And for document verification, of course, you should carry all the relevant like documents additionally apart from this, right? Now with this I come to the end of this video. As I said, like for your preparation, you can make use of our channel. If you have any queries, post your questions in the comment section below, or you can reach me through my Insta handle. I hope the video was useful to you. If you like this video, click on the like button and share it with your friends who may need it. And if you are not already subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching the video. Have a great day.